Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. Today I'm watching the sun kind of rise over the peak of a mountain in a new VR set of environments created by a company called Xabsentia. This is called Chillax VR, and it's intended to be a chill place to relax. These first couple of environments have a little bit of interactivity, so I can move over here to these drums. So they're a little bit playable. I wouldn't say that they play exactly the same as real drums, but they're close. Got these really nice mountains here to take a look at. The environment for the ones that have interactivity, it is only teleportation, unfortunately. We've got this nice statue here with the probably incense burning in the stove there. And I think this is a rooftop. But we are kind of stuck in between the rails here of this rooftop, even though we can teleport around. The sun seems to have been potentially swallowed by the clouds at this point. There it is, peeking through again. You can just sit here and watch the birds fly by. Watch as nature unfolds around you. I love the cloud patterns. The skybox is very beautiful. Some particles floating in the air as well. And the soundscape is very relaxing, which is of course the developer's intent. The second environment looks familiar to me because it's, again, got that same rooftop feel to it. But the mountains have changed. We've now got a lot more water around us as well. Teleport over here. We've got some paper lanterns in the sky. Kind of stationary, but they're here. The moon up there, peeking out from between the clouds. And it looks like we've got a bit of aurora borealis as well. Let's head over this way and see if there's more of that. Lots of stars in the sky as well. Stars are illuminated even more so with the moon and the aurora borealis colors. Got another one of these torches here. Very colorful sky. Some purples and greens. So even though it's the same type of rooftop, it has a much different environment around it. Well, that purple is beautiful up there. Turns almost like a rainbow, like a blue and green afterward as it starts to fade. Now, for some reason, there's also a table over here with some rocks on it. You can pick up the rocks. I don't know if we're supposed to be picking up and stacking these rocks, maybe. Sometimes people do that for relaxation. I noticed some other rocks on the ground back there. I could probably go pick those up as well. But that's the general idea of this particular environment. No statue, no incense burning, just the sky and its beautiful colors. And again, a little bit of interactive element over there with the table with the rocks. This third environment is very much like the blue. We've got a skeleton of some form of fossil down there. There's a giant squid over there. Lots of fish floating around. You can see the surface up there. Unfortunately, you can't teleport around. I'd love to be able to swim through this environment, to be perfectly fair. But yeah, the image quality is very good in these environments. And again, it's really just intended to be a place to go and zone out a bit and relax. While these, maybe a small school of fish floats in front of us. It's a pretty cool environment. Those fish are much faster than the other ones. Now, as far as I know, there's not a blue whale going to float by like there is in the whale encounter of the blue. We're not deep enough to have a shark or anything of that nature. But again, just a nice place to just breathe. Well, I wouldn't recommend breathing without an oxygen tank if you're underwater, actually. Ah, there is a shark. I was very wrong. It just swatted the fish away. Like, this is my ocean, not yours. That's pretty cool. This one reminds me of an album cover, maybe for your favorite synthwave or electronic music artist. Uh, Again, you can't teleport around. You've got this grid-based view below, almost like the Steam VR launching application. And then some almost mountain formations with maybe a sun or a moon rise, and then a couple of planets in the distance there. This may also be moons, but they're pretty close and they look a lot more like planets. Again, not much else here to this particular environment. And this is probably my least favorite of the 6 currently available environments. That was scary. They're shooting at us. Impacts of some meteorites or projectiles coming down at us. Yeah, this is kind of like a science fiction environment. You can see almost like a green glow behind that mountainous form over there. More of those meteorite projectiles coming down from the sky. I don't think outer space is going to look quite like this, but again, that's the magic of virtual reality, is you can make worlds that wouldn't exist otherwise, and I think this is one of those. This next environment has us kind of on a dock, but if we look all the way around, there is no land around us. It is just water. So I don't know how we got here. Maybe a boat dropped us off. But we are in kind of an Arctic frigid area. The mountains snow-peaked and snow-covered, snow kind of flurrying around us. I love bird watching and just environment watching as well. We've got a bright sun in front of us though. So in this environment, hopefully we'd have some kind of a goggle on our face or sunglasses to protect us from that element. Hopefully a nice warm coat or parka. I'm not sure if that's a dolphin or maybe an orca, since we seem to be in like an Arctic location. Floating up here. So yeah, you can kind of go whale or at least fish watching. I'm not sure whether or not that is indeed a whale. Bird watching for sure. I'll watch and see if it surfaces at all. If we just see that fin as it moves forward. Again, this one's completely non-interactive outside of course, you could turn around. But that's the limits of this particular environment. Alright, and this last environment is a lot warmer. We no longer need the parka. Maybe we have a nice swimsuit as we're sitting on the beach looking out at that rock formation over there. It's a little boat. Maybe that's how we got to the beach here. Some palm trees. Again, I wish I had some more interactive elements. So maybe we could build a sand castle or something on the beach. Or at least have a blanket, maybe have a picnic. But I really like, especially in this current age of COVID-19, having somewhat realistic and immersive environments like this. This is pretty cool. And again, these are designed really just to be serene locations that you can go and relax in virtual reality. This is not meant to be a game. This is not meant to be more interactive than it is. But the developer is looking to expand their horizons and maybe build more interactive elements and more game style applications in the future. This was again their first application, and it is available right now on Steam. I believe the current retail price on this one is $2.99, and you are just getting these 6 environments at the current time. But I do like the immersion within these environments. They are all very cool. I especially like the 2 watery ones at the end here. The beach here in particular, with the waves crashing up against the land, and the Arctic dock there in the middle of the water. Those are both very well done, very cool. But you can choose the one that you like the best if you pick up this application. Until next time, I hope you get out there and enjoy some VR for yourself. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.